UFC star rushed to hospital with breathing difficulties from paint fumes before Saudi Arabia fight. Lucas Alexander is a top name in UFC and competed at last weekend's grand event in Saudi Arabia. The ace went up against rival Bogdan Grad on the undercard of Israel Adesanya's defeat to Nasruddin Imavov. But he was easily dispatched in the second round by knockout. Later, Alexander was rushed to hospital with breathing difficulties. A shocking picture showed the MMA star on a ventilator in attempt to solve the issue. He was later released with medical treatment to open his lungs. And Alexander has now claimed his breathing issues arose due to paint fumes at the venue in Saudi. He told followers on Instagram, "On Saturday, we arrived at the locker rooms around 2:30 p.m. and there was a really strong smell of paint fumes with seemingly no air circulation throughout the room. The ones close to me know I suffer with severe sinus issues when it comes to different smells and seasonal allergies. For 3 hours I felt dizzy, had low energy and felt like I could fall asleep any minute. By the time I was supposed to warm up, I could tell I was super flat. I did what I could regardless of the situation. After the fight I was taken to hospital due to shortness of breath and over the next several hours couldn't stop a runny nose, sneezing, coughing and wheezing. After not sleeping the whole night, I went back to hospital the next morning and received a breathing treatment with cortisol to open my lungs and sent home with an inhaler to use multiple times a day." Alexander was not the only fighter to suffer at UFC Saudi Arabia due to the paint fumes. Jairzinho Rozenstruik blamed his defeat to Sergey Pavlovich on inhaling the smell beforehand. The ace, who was released by UFC after the loss, tweeted, "After a strong fight week, I felt dizzy on Saturday due to the paint fumes. While this chapter closes, my story is far from over. I will continue to fight, take on new challenges and settle unfinished business in the cage. I'm ready for whatever comes next."